turning on. What's your take on Hogwarts Legacy stuffs? Okay, here's the rundown, and I'm sorry if this is coming from a place of privilege, and I'm sorry if this is a bad idea, but I completely agree with Hasan that, regardless of whether you consume the product or not, you are not changing the status quo. Regardless of that, you are not going to make J.K. Rowling not a billionaire. You're not going to make her one of the most successful authors of all time, whether you buy that game or not, right? I understand if you have a moral stand on it, and you just want to not consume anything that she ever is involved with in any way. I get it. I could say that I have no interest in playing the game, not because it is offensive to trans people, but because I just never grew up watching Harry Potter or reading Harry Potter books. Like, I can't read, so there you go. Is that it made me mad seeing people on Twitter being like, you are a piece of shit for even considering playing this game, when his whole point is J.K. Rowling bad. We know J.K. Rowling bad. He's never said J.K. Rowling good. J.K. Rowling bad. J.K. Rowling piece of shit. Pretty much using her own IP in a marketing against her. The biggest trans fundraising charity came from her own IP. That's something that's going to piss her off. That's something that's going to create headlines. Something that's going to draw more eyeballs to the matter. It's crazy because, like, obviously there's a method to his madness, and if he thinks that this would have been a good way, like, let him cook. I think we should have let him cook. I think we should have let him cook without the fact that he had to have that, like, that thing over his head where he's like, oh, am I gonna get fucking just railed for just, like, trying something? I think we should have just let him cook. I think they should have just let him cook. I was letting him cook. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was there for it. I saw it. I saw it as a good thing. But then again, I could say that because I, might have a bias or something like that. But long story short, I definitely think that he has a way of reaching Normans. He has a way of reaching people in unorthodox ways, and I think he just, I think he could have done it. I think he could have done really well with it, and not to mention the fact that people would have donated more. So Hasan can run a trans charity fundraising event, right? It could be like, hey, I want to do this thing for the Trevor Project. I'm gonna play Dead Space, or I'm gonna play fucking Valorant, right? He announces it, and everybody's like, oh, he's playing Valorant, and he's raising money for trans charities. Cool, right? You can raise $50,000, $100,000. $50,000, $100,000 is a lot of money for a lot of people, especially for a charity, right? It'll help a lot of trans people. It'll help those organizations provide a lot of better coverage and resources and all this stuff for trans people. And that's it, right? But you play the transphobic creator J.K. Rowling video game, and you get a discourse behind it. Now it becomes a bigger topic. It becomes a bigger topic of, instead of playing Valorant, you play the transphobes game, J.K. Rowling, and you say, this is why she was wrong, blah blah blah, etc., etc. You not only have now you're creating discourse on the topic, you're reaching a broader audience. People are more inclined to stick it to her, and you raise even more money. That's what I think. You know, could I be wrong that, you know, with like you know, the person that would maybe typically donate like $5 during a regular trans charity fundraising stream would donate maybe 10. I don't think that's crazy, but you know, that's just my opinion. Obviously I could be wrong, but all that to say that I think it just has more fundraising potential. I think it has more potential for discourse. I think it has more potential to reach a broader audience. And it's also funny that you're using her IP against her. That's my take.